Hello and welcome to this gaming podcast. It doesn't have an official name yet, but we're kind of waiting here. So welcome. I'm here with Stove Sticks. Stoves, you want to
Hi,
introduce yourself?
I'm Stove. I like to smash the bros and throw balls at creatures. So that's me.
Sounds like a legit business. Um,
It is.
if you haven't heard of me, my name is Bell Forever. I am a variety streamer, gamer, and all around. Anyhow, so today we're going to be talking about RPGs. Stoves here says he doesn't really know about them, even though he's been playing Pokemon since he was like 5. So I don't know
Wait,
how.
Pokemon counts as an RPG?
Yeah, Pokemon's an RPG. It's a turn-based combat. You're pretty much
Yeah.
RPG is a role-playing game, pretty much. So you're playing the role of somebody, and usually when it involves an RPG, it involves a turn-based combat.
Ooh, I wish I could roleplay the villain.
Like Final Fantasy, which you've never played besides 14, which you didn't even finish installing one day.
No,
We'll get there.
okay, I installed it, but you all told me to go on the wrong server.
No, Lewis was in charge of that. I was just following directions.
Yeah, I went to the wrong UK server. I was on me.
Yeah, but once you get past Realm Reborn and get to Heaven's Ward, it becomes a lot funner, and the story is good too. Because so what happened with Final Fantasy 14? They released it and everyone hated it because it was a predecessor for Final Fantasy 11, which was so Final Fantasy 11 was a prequel to Final Fantasy 14. They have similar stories, but Final Fantasy 7 was the first online for a Final Fantasy franchise, and they made Final Fantasy 14, but everyone hated it. They didn't like how the combat worked, the system, and then to save it, they went back and redid like the whole combat system, how everything worked. The story was still kind of the same, but they couldn't really do anything with it because it was already there. So to combat that, they made Heaven's Ward a better expansion for Final Fantasy 14. And when the creators went back and redid everything, everyone started loving it again. And now today it's even more popular than ever. And they have another expansion coming next summer, I believe.
Okay, so I have a question. So in RPGs, I know Mother. I played the Mother series. That's an RPG.
Yes.
Turn-based. Turn-based. Do you like how they do like certain gimmicks? Like with Mother, you could stack the hits, like clicking the button to the rhythm of the music, which
Mhm.
I didn't know for until like halfway through the game. I was like trying to mash it, my audio wasn't working. I'm like, ah, come on.
Mm.
And
Oh,
I
no.
realized that was the key. I was like, okay, this is pretty easy. It's pretty easy. So what do you think of all those gimmicks? Like, do you like certain games with gimmicks? Like,
Oh, I like all types of games. RPGs, mainly stick to Final Fantasy mostly. Any other turn-based combat? I can't really think of anything on top of my head, to be honest, because I've played so many games over the years. But most have been open world RPGs, shooters, some horror, which is Resident Evil.
oh, I know of it. I've never played it. I wasn't a PlayStation boy growing up.
Wow.
And that was a little
Yeah.
before my time. I'm like a toddler. I grew up on the GameCube and Game
Wow.
Boy.
Wow, is your beginning consoles. But no. So like what? So when someone says RPG, like what do you like? What comes to mind?
There's like games that you go on an adventure. Like for example, I didn't know Pokemon was an RPG because like it's different. Like with like Legends or Arceus, they changed up the whole like turn base and it went off of speed. Like sometimes you would have like a faster, like you would have 2 or 3 turns in a row depending on your speed. It was really just a speed based battle. So like I always considered like them like just like adventure games like Destiny. I think that's an RPG. I either MMO or RPG. Like just like games you go around, you get like loot.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mix, I think, because they have levels, like because you level up your character pretty much, and
Yeah.
it's considered half and half because it was a new direction. I think that's or like it's not Bungie, it's what's the company now?
No, Destiny's Bungie. Destiny's been Bungie. Halo went to 343.
Okay, I thought 343 went to. Okay, so Bungie is still doing that, huh? Wonder why it's doing so bad.
Because so basically what happened is they found out that AIs could like do the voice acting.
Oh
So
no, they didn't do that, did they?
they did that for like so I know Captain Commander Zavala died. last year, so I got like an AI voice actor. Got consent from the family to like finish up the last few lines for the Destiny story. And but the reason why it's doing so bad is because Destiny is a company, like Bungie's a company that like they promised they were good with Halo. Once they got rid of Halo, it fell off because they just tried to promise too much, and no one was buying the last DLC. Like I didn't pre-order the last DLC for $100. Like I'm like, no.
$100
I'm
bucks?
like,
No, no, no.
yeah, no. If you pre-order it, you get $100. I'm like, dude, I just did that. Like they just did something for the last huge expansion, Lightfall. I wanted the gun because it's like a fully automatic gun that shoots rockets when you stack
Okay.
critical hits. Yeah. So they did
Ah.
that. I got all the season passes for free. And then they're like, nope, you have to do this again. And everyone like wasn't with that. Like but they
Yeah,
were giving
because
out a new gun. Yeah, and then like they just like they said it would be ready like a month ago they said it would be ready. And they pushed it back to February. Now it's June and they just like everyone felt like they were trying to drag the game out, like. But
yeah.
they
I,
should have they should have told us like February because they couldn't like deliver, and that's like the reason why it's doing so bad because everyone canceled their pre-orders and they just
they lied, so everyone just lost faith in them.
yeah, and then with all like the firing and everything because of like their they were down the quarter because of everything. They just like yeah, they just lost faith. Like I stopped playing Destiny because of that. I was like, dude, I just want this game to be finished. I could go into a new video game. Like I've been playing it for 10 years since
Wow.
Destiny 1.
I mean,
Yeah, like
beginning Destiny, I like the concept of it. It just, I guess, as a gamer, I felt there was not enough content, and I didn't really like how the weapons felt. I guess if they felt out of place to me. I'm not sure why that is, but like I felt there needs to be more done with the weapon-based combat.
that's what they did in Destiny 2. They added a lot more. They changed a lot of abilities. Like that's like what I liked from Destiny 1 to 2, but like
Mm.
it's like I just like everyone's just getting tired. Like I was 14 when I started that.
Jeez.
Now I'm yeah, no, now I'm 25. So it's like, dude, when is this gonna end? Like so it gives you like that thing. It's like are they just dragging us out for money?
They're probably just trying to cover their bases and run a
Yeah.
sinking ship pretty much. They're trying to cut their losses and trying to get what they can. They really
It,
need a new IP, like because Halo was like their
Halo was their
golden
golden child.
times. It was good up until Reach, and then they handed off the 343 and just kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah.
I understand
Yeah.
their new direction, but like if they're gonna stick to shooters, they should just stick with Halo and kind of just evolve from there. But they chose
Didn't
a
they
different route.
Didn't they have a new game they just dropped? Like I'm not sure. I think it was this game. I know it was an RPG that was only out for 45 days, and they shut the servers down
Gee,
because it wasn't performing. I forget the name of it.
I can't even tell. I even knew that Bungie did release a new game. That's how much I don't really
No,
know about them.
I think it's Bungie. I'm not sure. Like, don't quote me, but I saw this company. The RPG was only open for like 45 days. I'm like, dude, what? Like, that must suck. Like, you
Yeah,
don't even give, like, they didn't even give the game a chance to grow. Or like a month in, they're like, nope.
I've seen a lot of companies do that, especially like free to play games. People like spend like tons and tons of hours and money like invested into the story and the gameplay of the game, and the companies are like, "Oh, you know what? We're done." I think Crunchyroll did that. They own this one game. I think it's called like I don't know if it was a game and then it was an anime, but it was called like Princess Reconnect, and like it was real deep in story from the gameplay. And then I think they made an anime, or it was at the same time. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Don't quote me, but they actually cut off the servers. It was because they released a new character, a new DLC character, and people bought it. And like a month later, like, oh well, due to whatever reason, like we're gonna shut the servers down, and then you no longer be able to play this game. And everyone was
Maybe
just
that
in a frenzy. It's like, wow.
Maybe because I know Crunchyroll was acquired by Funimation.
Oh, were they really? Wow, that was a
Yeah,
huge, it's a huge deal. Oh my
that
god.
was like that was like last year. So if it's around that, like I know, like maybe it was because of that.
Probably they're like, no more. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
So if you don't support your fans, then you know, you're gonna lose your business and everything else.
Yeah.
But